This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. A seismic shift just rocked the Rolex Submariner. A newly released yellow gold Daytona, sporting a Tiffany-like dial, has already appeared on the gray market for an eye-watering 4.5 times its retail price. That's not flipping. That's daylight robbery with a polished clasp and a collector's grin. And for clarity, it's not even a real Tiffany collaboration. It's simply a stunning mimic with a luxury-grade punchline. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, where today's episode dives deep into the Rolex ecosystem, peeling back the curtain on what's happening beneath the polished veneer. While the secondary market appears stable on the surface, what lies underneath is anything but ordinary. Market calm can be deceiving because in this soft cycle, Rolex isn't reacting to trends. It's engineering them. Join us as we delve further into this interesting topic for watch collectors and enthusiasts. For those who have not yet subscribed to our channel, doing so will ensure access to upcoming insights and content that can further refine their watch investment strategies. Morgan Stanley and Watch Charts recently released their Q1 2025 Swiss watch market report, and it came with revelations. According to the data, the pre-owned market for luxury watches dipped just 0.4% in the first quarter. A minuscule drop, more paper cut than free fall, especially compared to the volatility seen last year. Out of 35 top-tier Swiss watch brands, only 2 closed the quarter in the green. Unsurprisingly, Rolex was one of them. The other, Mito, a brand known more for affordability than luxury. It's the horological equivalent of a Civic winning at a supercar rally. Omega held steady with no net growth, while Swatch tumbled by nearly 9%. The Moonswatch, once the buzz of the industry, seems to have returned to earth with the rest of us. In contrast, Rolex SA, which includes Tudor, recorded a combined 0.3% gain. When isolating Rolex's solo performance, the growth ticks up to 0.4%. That may not scream explosive growth, but in this market, it speaks volumes. While rivals scramble for footing, Rolex has quietly climbed, exhibiting the kind of composure that suggests strategic control rather than mere resilience. Specific models offered stronger performances. The Datejust inched up by 0.8%, the Day-Date climbed by 1%, and sportier models like the GMT Master 2 and Yacht Master made incremental but meaningful price gains. Rolex did not rely on grand releases or PR blitz. It stayed true to its brand playbook: low-key releases, controlled distribution, and calculated discontinuations. While other brands tested bold colors, collabs, or wild experiments, Rolex simply remained consistent. And in this environment, consistency is a superpower. This isn't the market of 2022, when flippers fought over John Mayer Daytonas and hype pieces disappeared in minutes. It's a softer, more thoughtful landscape. Buyers are cautious. Sellers are negotiating. Listings sit longer. Bundles are offered. And the phrase, firm price, has grown increasingly flexible, often delivered with a subtle smile, and perhaps even a cappuccino. The dynamic has flipped. In 2022, the seller held all the cards. Today, unless the brand name is Rolex, that power has slipped into the buyer's hands. The emotional FOMO has cooled. Collectors have returned to logic and selectivity. Still, Rolex continues to defy gravity. Over the past 12 months, its resale performance outpaced the Swatch Group and LVMH watch divisions by 3.5 percentage points. On average, Rolex watches are selling at a 15% premium above retail, proving that while the wider market stabilizes, the crown continues to rise. Value retention remains a divisive topic in the watch world. For some, it's sacrilege to measure beauty by dollars. For others, it's the only metric that matters. Regardless of where one stands, the facts are undeniable. Every timepiece holds, or loses, value over time, and Rolex simply does it better than most. To calculate value retention, take the resale price, divide it by the retail price, subtract 1, and convert it to a percentage. For a Submariner, this typically results in a 20% gain over MSRP. Across the brand, Rolex averages a 15% resale lift. Tech Philip isn't far behind. Omega shows up, but with more modest results. Interestingly, while the overall resale index dipped slightly, the watches that remained on the market saw a 0.2% increase in like-for-like value. That's a quiet but telling signal. Why the discrepancy? Rolex recently retired 15 Oyster perpetual references, including the widely hyped Celebration dial, which dragged averages downward. But once the outliers are removed, the catalog is stronger than ever. In contrast, models like the Day Date have dipped slightly below MSRP, and the Sea Dweller is down by 15%. Perhaps the larger case size contributes. It wears like a small submarine. The data paints a clear picture. Sleek, versatile sport watches are the winners. The bolder, bulkier references are lagging. In 2022, Rolex launched its certified pre-owned CPO program. The idea was to bring pre-owned watches back into the authorized dealer ecosystem, offering older models with official certification, an extended warranty, and upgraded packaging. On paper, it was a smart move, adding legitimacy and exclusivity to the resale game. But the execution raised eyebrows. CPO watches often carry a 30% markup over standard secondary prices. Despite the Rolex tag, buyers aren't rushing to pay for paperwork. Price still wins. Even more revealing, many authorized CPO partners are scaling back participation. Inventory is dominated by Datejust and Daytonas, while high-demand pieces like GMTs and Ops are largely absent. Whether the best watches are being sold before they ever hit the display, or Rolex is withholding inventory for control, the result is the same. Customers notice. This push-pull keeps shelves half full, collectors curious, and secondary markets alive. It's not randomness. It's a method. The bigger picture. Rolex knows its place in the market. It doesn't chase trends. It builds frameworks. It understands that when uncertainty rises, collectors seek familiarity. When demand softens, wallets retreat to safety. And when the luxury world gets loud, Rolex whispers and still wins. As brands scramble to push limited editions or collaborate for relevance, Rolex lets scarcity speak. It quietly retires successful models, allows secondary markets to breathe, and trickles out new releases that stoke demand just enough. As we reach the midpoint of 2025, the luxury watch market is neither booming nor collapsing. It's adjusting. And within that recalibration, Rolex continues to chart its path. Prices inch up. Resale increasingly works in the brand's favor. Authorized dealers move inventory carefully. Gray market dealers respond in kind. Collectors stay loyal. Flippers tread lightly. The result is a brand that isn't just weathering a complicated market, it's defining it. Rolex remains the industry's reference point. It sets the tone, pace, and expectation. Everyone else reacts. The luxury watch market may be evolving, but one truth remains unchanged. Rolex continues to lead, not by chasing trends, but by mastering them. Whether through calculated scarcity, ironclad value retention, or strategic control of the pre-owned space, the crown isn't just surviving, it's setting the pace for the entire industry. As collectors navigate a landscape shaped by caution and curiosity, Rolex offers something rare: consistency with prestige and desirability with discipline. In a market where hype comes and goes, Rolex stays the benchmark. What are your thoughts on the Rolex topic we shared in this video? We would appreciate it if you let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Once again, this is the luxury world, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.